We began our mental health care campaign in 2015 after hearing your stories about folks struggling with mental illness. We heard about people struggling and not finding treatment, which often causes them to end up in the jail or the emergency room. Treatment in the jail or the emergency room is not really treatment. It is really an ongoing cycle of crisis that happens. A loved one goes through a crisis. They end up in the ER or the jail where they're given enough care to settle down. Then they're released without long-term treatment or a long-term plan, and the crisis resurfaces. In fact, people with mental illness are 3 times more likely to end up in jail. And currently, 20% of the people in the county jail have been diagnosed with mental illness. Jail is one of the most expensive and least effective places to treat mental illness. Untreated mental illness also lands people on the streets. Approximately 500 of our homeless population have mental illness. The real tragedy is it does not have to be that way. Allowing people with severe mental illness to fall through the cracks is unacceptable in our city. All people are made in God's image. And it is wrong that the system regularly allows for people to be forgotten or abandoned or ignored. It's especially tragic when there are solutions to this broken system. The most effective mental health treatment with long-term results comes from a community of support, providing access to counseling, medication, housing, substance abuse treatment, and employment. This kind of treatment helps those suffering from mental illness. It also reduces homelessness, it reduces jail populations, and expensive emergency room visits, which ultimately saves taxpayer dollars. We identified mental health court as a potential catalyst for a new mental health system in our city. Mental health court oversees treatment instead of jail for people with mental illness who've committed minor crimes. If every one of those people who got treatment through mental health court had gone to jail instead, it would have cost the city $1.7 million for those folks. Last year at our Nehemiah Action, we were successful in getting another year of funding from Mental Health Court and a commitment from Vice Mayor Kay to work with us to find long-term funding. Once again, Mental Health Court was at risk this year. We heard from city leaders that because this program was up and running for 3 years and it was working, it was therefore not eligible for startup dollars. That doesn't make sense. That a successful program would just stop. So we had meetings. We had meetings with Mayor Gray and Vice Mayor Kay to let them know that because Mental Health Court works for people and because Mental Health Court saves money, we wanted to see it continue and even grow. And that's where I have good news for you. You ready for good news?
Yes.
Because of our efforts, there is now $200,000 in the city budget proposed. That's big. We expect several city council members to attend the Nehemiah Action on May 10th, and we will be there to call on them to support this line item in the final budget that's voted on later. Amen?
Amen.
People of God, what are we here to do?
Rise up and build.